All right, welcome to Pacer Chat on this 9/11 Thursday evening. So we keep talking about coming up with a new intro. The other one I have, which I like, just doesn't have any. It doesn't have any sound behind it. I got to figure out how to do a countdown and add sound to it. So we're working on this. But welcome. We got a full crew tonight. Marty's back. They didn't send him on a far off sales trip at 6:00 in the evening. So great to have him. It looks like Marty's actually getting a studio in his new digs. It's coming along nicely.
You're getting all moved in.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So let's go around the horn. Yeah. How's everybody's running doing? We'll start. Bobby Joe, how are you doing? How many weeks are we? 3 weeks.
Not enough. Yeah, same old. I had a scare on Tuesday after my run. I did 11 on Tuesday, and then I had wicked pain in my Achilles and my calf for like the whole day. And then it was I took Wednesday off, and then I ran another 11 today. So hopefully that was just a little fluke. And I am trying some new shoes. I got some Ultra Experience Flow. They're the Ultras they have a 4 mil drop. So we'll see. So they give me a little bit of a boost. I had to order the men's ones because they're not as wide as they used to be. Ultra has changed a lot of their shoe molds, no matter what they try to tell people. So I get to try new shoes tomorrow.
All right. So, Marty, how's it going with you?
Well, I have run for 2 days in a row now, so that's good. I think I said it the last time. I have, with my job and the schedule, it changes every day, and it's just hard to get in a rhythm. But today I didn't have an appointment until 11 o'clock, so I got up and ran before work, and it was 73 degrees this morning. And I felt like a gazelle. I felt like a gazelle out there.
I had my coffee this morning.
My heart rate was like 10 beats lower than it was yesterday. I ran at 3 o'clock yesterday, and I also swam yesterday. So I'm making another comeback for like the 4th time in 2 months.
Well, luckily you bought yourself a little bit of time. So you're what's your race now? December 6th at Festivus?
Yep.
So nice deal. So all right. And I was in a groove, and then I was out of the groove. So family vacation.
3 weeks for me. It's 3 weeks for you.
It's 3 weeks for me. So we were on family vacation over in Orlando this weekend, so I missed a long run on Saturday. I did get a great run in on Sunday out at Sugarloaf Mountain, and it beat the crap out of me for a couple of days. So I got some video of that a little later on. We'll show that video, but that's a great run. 11 miles, 2,000 feet of vert, and that's in Florida. Pretty amazing. So I realized I got to get. I don't remember the last time I ran over 20 miles. Thinking about it, 22-ish. I think at Moon Over Crume I did 22-ish, but I think it goes all the way back to Save the Daylight, where I've gone over, the marathon mark. So I'm like,
so
Saturday.
The same way. Yeah.
I was like, oh man. So Saturday, I think I'm gonna try and get a 30 miler in. So we have a.
So when all the newbies come online, they're like, "What's your longest long run before 100?" We can be like 20. That's all you need.
Well, the problem is I usually race so much that I might not have a long run, but I'll have a run in there. And so I didn't run PTC, so I lost out on a 46 miler training run there, and I kind of wimped out at what was that? The 6 hour race, DBR. So I haven't gone.
How many miles did you put in pacing at Tahoe? Or was it Tahoe you were at?
I guess you're right. I guess at Tahoe I put in 76 miles.
There you go.
It's funny what I was thinking about the other day. Like I felt fairly fresh at Tahoe even after doing 70 something miles of pacing. I mean, granted it was split up. So I did a 30 something mile stint and then took, maybe 17, 18 hours off and then went and did another 30 something mile stint. So, so we'll see. So got a little nervous. Someone told me that Tahoe was taken off of the Hard Rock as one of the qualifiers. I'm like, that's possibly my qualifier for Hard Rock next year. But I looked it up today and it looks like it wasn't. So I don't know. I gotta double check that. So I've been on fourth on the wait list for Tahoe for a while, but we got other races before that. I got to go to Arkansas first and a few other races. And so Black Canyon, Big Scrub, I got all kinds of races coming up. So I'm getting kind of excited. I'll run Steve get high. Yeah. What's funny is I had that sticker on my car and everyone's like, oh, are you a weed smoker? I'm like, nah, that's something totally different. Yeah.
I have the visor that says it's the opposite one. What is it? It's run low, stay flat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was from the guy at what's his name? I can't remember what it is. It will come to me. So he's at San Francisco, and I'm like, dude, you got hills in San Francisco. You can't use that. So you're not out Florida. So all right. So let's get in. We I forgot about this one until I just came online. But SOS was this weekend, and I forget what SOS stands for.
Remember? It's build your own anagram.
So they had a bunch of races up there. Yeah. And so the big one was a 12-hour. They had 16 finishers up there. And our Katie Jenkins, she was second female. She got in 51.33 miles. So congrats to her. And also I heard
sound effects. Woohoo!
Oh yeah. You were telling me their sound. I don't know where the sound effects button is. So, but congrats to her. I also heard she had a pretty good crew up there and Pacer that was analyzing what she needed and really took care of her and got her to the finish line. So that's what's great about this community is helping each other. So congrats. But on the male side, on the winners, you had Scott Lugery out of Callahan, Florida. He won. William Cannon out of Eureka, Missouri.
59 miles.
And first female was Michelle Grennan out of St. Augustine. So congrats everyone there. The Ruck. I guess I could show these results, can I? Let's add them to the stage. I forgot we had this. So. All right, so congrats to Brendan Casey. He was first and last in the 12-hour ruck. And that's where you're carrying a pack. In the 9K race, they had 13 runners in there. Here's all here's what we had. You had 6 hour. Let's see. We're gonna stick to the ultra kind of stuff. They had 28 finishers in the 6 hour. Chris Armstrong went 32 miles for the win. Jacksonville, Florida. Dustin Poland did 32.4. So they must have did the same amount of loop, and they just kind of bumped Chris. Yeah.
Now, if you look at the results of these folks that are showing up, they do a lot of sombrero races. So that tells me there's a really good community up there. A good group of people that like to come back to these races time after time. So that's good for them.
I believe Russ said they had like 2,500 people in their Facebook group page, and they're pretty active on that group that group page. So they're always asking questions. I love their questions because I'll chime in. They'll ask like, what was one of the questions about running? What do you concentrate on when you're running uphill or something? And I'm like, in Florida? But yeah, if you haven't been to that Facebook group page, the Sombrero, they have a great community up there. And I believe we're kind of talking to them about going to do live stream Festivus. So they're interested in have us coming up there. And I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's a 7-mile course, pretty easy to get around. I think it could be a great opportunity for the live stream. So if you're up in the Jacksonville area, you want to help, I already reached out to Mark Burgett and said I'm going to give him a camera to run loops. And he's like, all right, I'm in. So if Connor Land is watching, we'd love to get you up there on a camera. So, and we're going to strap a camera to Marty while he's running the race. So, around the 6 hour on the female winner, Fatima Bowen out of Yulee, she won it, and then Erin Addington out of Jacksonville, she was second place. So I think the female winner went 27 miles. So congrats. So all right. So that is SOS, and then
just a little tidbit on SOS. This month is September's recovery month. So that's, Mike, Mr. Sombrero is in long-term recovery. And so I think a big chunk of the proceeds from that race goes to this organization that funds like a halfway house up there in the Jacksonville area. So it's a good cause.
Yeah. So I think they're also doing a 4x4x48 coming up, which is for charity. So I believe it's in September. So they're again all that's going to charity. So that will give you a good warm up to our Florida 48. Is go out there first, get a taste of it, and then come to Florida 48. Outside of the state, we had several big races. The Wasatch 100. This is one. This race goes all the way back to 1980. Great race up in the Wasatch Mountains of Utah. Starts just south of Salt Lake City. Kind of runs up almost to just south of Park City, and then all the way up to one of the ski resorts. I think it's Big Alta. Or Alta, not Big Alta, Alta, and then back into Park City. So great race. I attempted it in 2022, DNF'd at the 100K mark. And basically I was at a remote aid station and they had to hike me out in the morning, which was kind of funny. My crew couldn't even come to pick me up. So the Wasatch 100, 45th annual, 350 runners. They call it 100 miles of heaven and hell. Great race. Jose Cruz won for the second time in 3 years in 20 hours and 38 minutes, which is, I believe this race has 24,000 feet of climb. So that's a pretty impressive time at 2038. Josh Griffin finished right behind him in 2048. So they were only about 10 minutes apart. And Tyler Fannin in 21:16. On the women's side, Isabella Polos, she became the 16th woman to go under 24 hours. So she won the race in 23:45, and Tessa Kaiser was second female, 10th overall, 24:44. So we had one of our Florida runners up there. I can't see the results, so I don't know if we had more. I know we had a few people signed up for it. Lindsey Rayleigh, who was on 2 weeks ago, he had to pull out because of injury. And then local runner here, John Lang, had to pull out of the race because of an injury he had. But we did have the one Florida runner I do know about, we had Arian up there. And I asked him to send me a picture, and this is what he sent me. And he sent me this one.
Oh, nice.
And he sent me this one, his toes. He sent me his toes. And then, of course, why we all do it, the belt buckle. So that's a gorgeous belt buckle. I am sad I missed it. Missed getting this belt buckle, but I will go back. So Arian finished in 33 hours. I texted him once during a race, and I'm like, how's it going? He goes, I got stung by, he's like, a crap load of bees. I go, I forgot and they tell you, like, there's sections of the course where there are bees. And I'm like, man, I should have told you about the bees. But he was in good spirits. We were texting during the race. He got it done. I think he liked this big mountain race, and it was a big, good good job on him getting a redemption from the Tahoe 200. So congrats. We were talking. I'm like, let's go do a big mountain race next year. So we're gonna look for. I love it. I'm not good at the big mountain races, but I love the big mountain races. It's great. So Arkansas, I don't consider a big mountain race.
Right.
We call it a mid mountain race. Yeah. So we made luck. I mean, there's some really good ones like Wasatch 100. You got Run Rabbit Run, which is happening. We'll talk about that a little later on. It's happening coming up this weekend. I believe it's a Friday start, so it starts tomorrow morning, which is pretty cool. And then there's other ones like Cascade Crest and a few other big mountain races. So. Then you got up in Ohio, Chris Stengel Yote race, and I still don't know how you say it, Yote or Yote race. So they had the 50K up there, and Chris does a good job of recognizing the winners on the website. So 50K. These are pretty stout times with the elevation gain they had, and those are pretty cool pre-awards they have. So congrats to these guys. First through third looked like they're about 40. Well, it looks like first and second were only about 4 minutes apart. And then on the female side, 5:54, 6:25, 6:37. So pretty congrats to all of them. Those are great looking awards. I gotta go up there and get me one of those. So, what else we have? Superior.
Yep.
Were you gonna talk? Were you talking about?
Yeah, we have Superior fall race. The 9th oldest 100-miler in the United States.
Yeah.
It's a classic. It's rocky. It's single track. It's straight up and down constantly.
Do you know what the verdict? Because the times make it look like it's steep.
I think, and Joe's in the chat, someone who was on his podcast, I can't remember who did this race, and they talked a lot about it. I don't know if he remembers. I'm thinking maybe it's not steep, it's just constant up and down.
Okay. Yeah, we forgot to mention Arian got scared by that porcupine. He's like, can these things shoot at you?
So watching too many like Marvel movies or something.
Do they have? I'm trying to remember if I looked up if they had the 20. They don't have the results up yet for this race.
Yeah, Ultra Running Magazine posted the top runner was Rachel Toury, 25. Top female runner Rachel Toury, 25 hours 36 minutes. Shannon Hogan, 25 hours 47 minutes.
Yeah.
Top man Jacob Wortman, 20 hours 13 minutes, and John Velez 20 hours 39 minutes. So it was close. The men were close. With their
So that's why I was that 20 hours. That's why I'm like, this must be a pretty intense race. So
I don't see the same thing. I can't find what the vert is on it.
Which race are you talking about? I got a text in it. I missed that part.
Oh,
Superior.
Oh, okay.
Up in Minnesota. Let's see if I can get some.
Yeah, I know. I interviewed what's her name? Donald. What's her name? The lady that's got all the 140, 100-milers.
Was she at Bootlegger?
Huh?
Was she at Bootlegger?
No.
Okay.
He does Daytona every year. What is that?
No. I know she got 3 names.
Anyway, she that was her first 100-miler, and she talked about how tough it was. Yeah, and also the girl that finished last at Western States that year, I was out there. She runs it a lot. It's up in Minnesota. She talks about it being really technical and challenging.
This might be
Susan Donnelly. Is that it?
Okay. Susan Donnelly? Oh, yeah. She runs long haul every year, so she has a lot of finishes at long haul. Okay. I know exactly who that is. Okay. Cool deal. So
Yeah,
this looks like
she DNF'd this year at Superior.
This looks like a pretty cool race.
A few times, so.
Yeah, this might be my Minnesota race is Superior Falls. So the girl I co-hosted, we interviewed when I was co-hosted with Brian. She was doing photography up there at Superior.
It's 17,000 feet of gain and loss.
17.
It has to be technical because 17. The time should be faster. You know, the course record is Eric Clifton in 1992 at 17:42.
I mean, it's hilly, rugged, technical, mostly single track, so not a lot of spots to pass.
I'm looking at this picture. It looks technical. All right, Arian, we may be going up to Superior next September to run this race.
This says that. So the North Shore of Lake Superior runs from Duluth, Minnesota. Oh, does the race go here? But to Thunder Bay, Ontario, which is where my husband is from.
All right. Another big race this weekend was Mongolian Monster out in Arizona.
Mongolian.
What is it? How do I say it, Marty?
I like Mongolian better.
There is no N in there, is there? Mogian Monster.
I've always called it Mogollon Monster, but I heard
Mogollon.
I heard
Is it
Mongolian? We got to throw an N and
Mongolian. Magayan. I think Greg Lawson calls it Magayan.
Congrats to Jeremy Humphrey. He won the race in 21:07, and Tim Vale was in 22:38. And this one caught my eye. Tim Vale was the guy I met at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. He was all out of fuel, and I gave him all my gels and stuff when we were down there. And
Jeff was a hero that day.
I saved him. He wouldn't have finished Mongolian Monster if I hadn't given him all those. He also ran Western States this year and Ouray. So he's a young kid. He lives out there where Simon lives, out in California. Young kid. You know, he's got a heck of a career coming up. So we're gonna keep an eye on that name, Tim Vale. Female side, Colleen Moffett won it, and then Sarah Dasher was second. So, all right, that's really. Do you guys have any other races from this weekend?
Three Chimneys still going on, in case anybody's counting days.
Yeah, we still got another month to talk about that
they're
one.
on day 13 of 52, so.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
I think someone's at 900 miles right now. That's the leader.
All right, so we're gonna
only 2,200 left to go.
We got upcoming races in Florida. The only one I see this weekend, and if you're in the chat and there's another one I'm missing, let me know. But Riverbend in Jupiter, Florida, that's happening this weekend. They have a 12-hour and 50K, and I don't know what the fun run is, but you got a pretty good entry list here. Eddie Souza is on there, Katie Jenkins, Sandra.
Katie just racing all around everywhere.
Casey, yeah. Melinda Hooper, good to see her back out there. So they got a great little
Andy V.
Yeah. So good luck to all those doing the 12-hour. I think Katie just doesn't do a long run. She just races. That's her long run.
Well, that's down in her neck of the woods. She don't have far to go for that either.
No.
That's a beautiful trail out there, especially if you like snakes.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I've heard you guys cry about the snakes before.
No, it's probably not that bad. Tell us about it, Katie. It's not that bad, is it?
So they got 47 people in the 50K. So good luck. John Parker's in there. It's good to see his name on there. Ty Aronson, trying to go through names I recognize. So we will recap this race this next week. A bunch of newbies in there. So there's a few newbies racing. So 6 hours is a good, 50K. 50K is a good entry into the sport. Get you guys up on ultra sign up so that you have your ultra sign up score there. All right, outside of the state, we go to Run Rabbit Run, which is happening out in Steamboat, Colorado. And so this race has two different races inside of it. So you have the hares, which are the fast people, and then you have the tortoises, which are the slow people. Everybody else, I'm not going to say slow people. Last year, I thought I was fast, and I joined the hares race. And then, like a couple weeks before, I'm like, oh, I need to drop down to the tortoise. And luckily, I did, because I think I got it done in just over 35 hours. And the hares, you have to have it done in 30 hours, or you're out. So, and no pacers. So,
Do you have to qualify? Do you have to give some sort of proof?
No. You just jump in. So should be
$10,000 prize for the hares, right?
Yeah. They do have a big prize pool on it, and it's run by the city of Steamboat. So I don't believe there's a race company that puts it on. I think it's like PTC in Western states, like a board does it. So so they'll they have a good race, and so I believe the tortoises start at 9, and then the hares start at about noon. So I think I was maybe like 26 miles when the lead male runners just blew past me. And it was just at sunset when the females leaders blew past me. But it's 23,000 feet of vert. If you want to see the race, I forgot I should have pulled this up. We actually, you can go to, waiting for it to pop up. Kind of while it's popping up on the male side, you got Arlen Glick making a comeback he's coming back. So he'll be out there. Matt Daniels. So you got some fast guys on there. Arlen's a pretty good mountain runner. Matt Daniels can kind of be hit or miss on what he does on the big mountain races. On the female side, you got Riley Brady, Brittany Peterson, Ashley Polson. So we have a pretty good race, and I believe they live streamed the whole thing, so you can watch a lot of the race. Let's see. I'm pulling up my videos. Hang on. We are on the Pacer Travel site, and this is it right here. So if you want to see what the course is like, this is a good video. So let me know if you can hear the sound. I never know if we're getting sound or what. So we're not going to watch it. We'll pull it in a little bit. So
I hear music.
All right. So that's the Run Rabbit Run. So we do have 2 Florida runners there. And they're both in the hares. They're in the fastest division. So you got Kyle Kraft out of Tallahassee and Robert Sturba out of New Smyrna. I really hadn't heard of these guys, but I looked up their ultra signups. They have some pretty good ultra sign up resumes. So it'd be cool to track these guys and see how they do. Robert Sturba I've heard of, but I couldn't find if we had run any races together.
Yeah,
so,
I've met him before at one of Dawn's races over there on the East Coast. He's Brandy's coach. I know that. Brandy Krisher, he's her coach.
Oh, okay. So, good luck to him, man. It's, both of them seem like they have the resumes that finished the race, so it'll be good. I saw their names. I'm like, who are these guys, and why are they signed up for the hares? And then I read their ultra signups, and they have some pretty good ultra signups. So
I know you mentioned the females last year at Run Rabbit Run. The girl who won that race, Emily, man, that was her first 100 miles. She was coming off winning Trans Rockies last year, and she won every stage of that female.
Oh, did Did she?
That was her first 100-miler. She crushed it. I think she set the course record for females, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a good question.
And Leah Yingling was number 2, right behind her. I like her.
Yeah. Leah? Oh, yeah.
And Tara, year before last, that's how Tara Dower funded her Appalachian Trail thing with the money she won from that race.
Yeah, I remember her talking about that. Before she was sponsored, before she had any help.
Right. She's big time. Now she's got auto return on her emails now. Auto response. Talk to my agent.
Yes, this will be fun to watch on. Actually, no, it starts tomorrow morning. So this will be fun to watch. I believe it starts tomorrow, so it'll be fun to watch. So
I can watch that on my drive to work. Never mind.
I am just verifying that what's today.
September 11th, Thursday.
Yeah. So it starts tomorrow. So I forgot to mention when we were talking about Wasatch, there was so in 2001, since today is 9/11. So the Grand Slam of ultra running is 4 of the 5 original 100-mile races. So you have Old Dominion, you have Western States, Vermont, Leadville, and it ends with Wasatch. So in 2001, the race ended. The race was on September 8th, so it ended on September 9th. Ended on September 9th, 10-ish. So the last Florida runner to ever finish the Grand Slam of running was Barbara Fry. The last Florida runner was Barbara Fry, and she finished the race in 2001, like 2 days, like a day before, 1 or 2 days before 9/11. So I've always been curious of that story. Like, were you stuck in Utah? Because obviously we all know all the flights were canceled that day. And, for, I don't know, I forget how long, 3-4 days. So I was curious if she had gotten out of Utah and made it home before everything got shut down. So I emailed her back, I think back in 2022. And what she told me is she went in, she actually completed 6 races that year in the Grants. She did the Grand Slam and then did the last great race also, which was right after Wasatch. So congrats to her. So Barbara Fry, last person to finish the Grand Slam from Florida.
Who's going to be next?
It's on my list, man. So I would love to see. Honestly, I'd love to see Arian go after this. So Arian, if you're watching this, the Grand Slam of ultra running, I think he could. I think he has that motivation, and I think he could do it.
You just got to get lucky too. You got to get into all those races.
It is. Old Dominion's pretty easy to get into. It sells out, but it doesn't sell out that quick. Western States, obviously everyone knows about Western States. Vermont, you have to go in through the lottery. Leadville, you have to go in through the lottery. And in Wasatch, if you're in 3 of the races, you automatically get entry lists. You automatically get entry into Wasatch. So you basically, if you can get into Vermont or Leadville through the lottery, and then bank on, if you didn't get into one of them, you could always do the charity option, which I had to do in 2022 at Leadville. I had to do the charity option. It's definitely, I know, it's on my list to do again. And so I haven't figured out how I would go about doing it, but it's maybe all the chips will fall into place one day. So, all right, now we got the ticker. Still haven't figured out how to do the ticker. I want something on the side. I got to figure out how to write it, and I didn't like it scrolling across the bottom because I always had to wait for it. So
you could write it down. You don't have to read it.
I do. I have it. I have it written like right here. But when I wrote it down,
the ticker is for everybody else, not for you.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about live streaming, rite of passage runs, the doping scandal, PTC, DNS, 60 of them, Miles with Marty with his chat this week, and then also Buckle Up. The Strava group, Florida 48, Tampa Bay 100. That's the ticker today. So we're gonna scroll through these really quick. So live streaming, we're getting pretty excited about this. We got a couple coming up. Marty, you showing us?
I'm standing today at my desk.
So we're excited. We got Tampa Bay 100 coming up, which this was kind of like the start of me live streaming. Was we were doing the aid station in my driveway, and I'm like, oh, why don't I just walk around with a camera while we're here? And that's what we did. And then last year we did a little bit more, and that might have been one of our biggest. That was probably the start of more of the course of the live streaming. So this year we're going to do a lot more of the live streaming. If you're running the Tampa Bay 100, we're going to try and do as many interviews, like pre-interviews, as we can with the runners. So that we could show them. We're gonna do it a little bit different than PTC. PTC, we kind of followed the race. Tampa Bay 100, we want to know about all the runners. So I think with the entry list we have, I think we can do that. So we'll be trying to reach out to you guys with Tampa Bay 100. I think Joseph's got the course pretty much set up. We were chatting the other day about coming across to Courtney Campbell instead of all the way around, and it looks like they should be able to do the Courtney Campbell. They're building a big overpass on the Clearwater side, but I think it won't be completed, but you can cross at the light before it. There's a college there and still make it. So, and he's working on some stuff down in St. Pete. He had a little bit of miles in Dunedin to run you past a few things. So should be cool.
I did 53 miles with the camera last year, so.
Yeah.
We made up for a lot of the content last year.
If anybody wants to take that responsibility and be a runner and live streamer, let us know. So we're looking for help. So reach out to us if you want to help with the live stream with Tampa Bay 100. We'd love to have you. We're going to try and go. I don't know.
Do at Festivus, by the way, Bobby. I want to be like you at Festivus this year
with the camera. Yeah, we're going to see how long we can go. I don't know if we're going to go 38 hours because that's what the cutoff is, but we'll see how long we can go. And then we're in talks with Festivus, so we'll see. That's same thing if you're up in the Jacksonville area, we'll need help with cameras on the ground. I'm trying to come up with a cool way of doing Festivus, kind of with an entertainment type way. So we're going to kind of talk as a team after this. I'd love to be a little creative with it. So we'll see what happens. So, and then we're going to work on a few other races in the wintertime that we're looking at. So if you would like to help with the live stream, we'd love to get your help. So let us know. All right. Next, we're going to talk about and we talked about this, the three of us right before we came on, rite of passage runs. So, if you're in the chat, we'd love to hear your input on it. So I think Florida has a few rite of passage runs. Like if you're a Florida runner, these are runs, I think of the one I haven't done is the Lake to Ocean. I think that's a rite of passage run. We were talking earlier, Bobby Joe had done this. She was the local legend here, the Clay Loop. I don't know if anybody's ever. So it used to be a loop in Claremont, Florida, and it was like orange clay loop, and you ran around. What do you remember? What the distance was? It 16 miles. It was 10 miles around it. Okay,
yep.
So it was a 10-mile loop. It actually had some pretty good hills.
It was great hills, and you couldn't get lost. Depending on the time, there's farms out there, so depending on the time of year, you had orange groves that were all blossoming, or there's a huge sunflower field that was just gorgeous. There's some wildlife out there. I've seen wild boars and rattlesnakes. Luckily, they're on the other side of the little fence. But now half of it has been closed down, and it's development now. It's pop-up homes and that's where they're supposed to be building a sports complex, but I don't know how far along that is. The farm is still there. There's a U-Pick farm.
Yeah, I remember the farm.
Yeah, but you can do an out and back on the clay. And they still brought back the race the 15K race that they do there. But it's just an out and back now. It's not not the loop, obviously. So, but because it's a working farm, there's tractors and pickup trucks and everything driving by you. So I haven't gone out since it's been an out and back. Me and Marta did a double there. We attempted to do we wanted to get a 50K in, but it was time of year, it just got really cold, so we were like, no, never mind. So we did a double. There was no bathroom facilities or anything, so it was kind of hard to get a lot of miles out there. But I miss it. It was beautiful. It was my trail. It was where I went all the time.
Yeah, I think I've always done a double when if I was making the drive, I was always doing a double out there.
Yeah, it
a lot
was
most
only 10
of the time.
minutes. It was 10, maybe 15-minute drive from my house.
Yeah, so it wasn't bad for you. So I think most of the time I did it at night, so we'd get out there in the evening, and it can get a little hairy at night with you had some redneck boys. No, I was saying you get some redneck boys out there.
Yeah, because if you go in the morning, you see the pile. There's maybe a little pile of busted beer cans, and
yeah.
That's where our friend Nicole got attacked by those dogs. Some dude had like some really big, I forgot what kind. I think she said they were Cane Corso dogs, and they were not on a leash, and they, it messed up her shoulder.
Oh wow.
Oh really? Oh yeah. I remember when she got attacked by dogs. I didn't realize it was out there. Yep. So. All right, so one of the other ones we were talking about, I got to run it on Sunday, was Sugarloaf Mountain. And this one, same thing, we talked about development, and they're developing all around Sugarloaf. Like they're putting in a roundabout like half a mile from Sugarloaf Mountain. Like I don't think they can build up around the actual hill on Sugarloaf because there's nowhere, there's all houses on the whole hill. So we did it. We made a little video of Sugarloaf. So I was out there. I did 11 miles, 2,000 feet of vert. But this is me and Brian Charbonneau out there on Sugarloaf.
Where is Sugarloaf Mountain?
It is in
north of Claremont.
Claremont, yep.
Yeah.
So
you could, that's what it's called. You look it up, GPS will take you straight to it. Did you see a lot of cyclists? There's normally a lot of cyclists out there.
No, we saw like one or two, and then when I was leaving, I saw a whole peloton coming towards the hill. But it's I remember the first time I went out there, I couldn't even climb the hill once running. Like I was hiking, I'd do halfway and hike up, and I was actually pretty excited that I ran all 11 trips up the mountain.
Oh,
so, yeah.
So if anyone's wondering, it peaks at 312 feet above sea level.
Yeah. I want to say it's like 188 feet of climb over half a mile. So it's it beat me up for 3 days. Like my legs were still hurting yesterday. And that doesn't happen very, very often that I go that long with my feet hurting. So I got to make at least one more trip out there before Arkansas. Sugar. So can you guys, anybody in the chat, can you think of any rite of passage trails or something? We mentioned Sugarloaf, we mentioned the Clay Loop, Lake to Ocean. So I'd love to hear what you guys think about those rite of passage runs.
Or if you're watching on the recording, we do check the comments. So we
do. So like I always saw like rim to rim, Grand Canyon rite of passage run. I keep hearing more and more of these cool little adventure races. So. All right. Next I
have a feeling that Big Scrub is going to become that.
Yeah. We are excited about Big Scrub. So, I'm giving Kevin, if you're listening, I'm giving you a 36-hour head start, so to get that first belt buckle on Joe's desk. So, all right. So I don't know, Marty, did you see this about the doping scandal?
Yes, I
From
did.
yeah, Jolene. All right. Anybody want to tackle the last name?
I want to
I
hear
had
you
it up
say
and I
it. That's
closed
what we
it.
all paid our money for.
Chippenego. I don't know. So
I think
basically,
I think that's actually how they say it, Chipnego. Even
Okay.
though that's not what it looks like. I think I heard it said.
No, because Nego would be Nego. It's G.
it would be Chippengano. So she races for Milimani runners out of Kenyan. And so she won Sierra Zanal and she won OCC at this year. So those races were a few weeks apart. But I guess the test results finally came back from Sierra Zanal, and she tested positive for a steroid. It's a like a cortisone shot that she took. She was saying she had some knee pain, so she got DQ'd from Sierra Zanal, and they took away her win at OCC. So everyone moved up in the standings on those two races, and she now has a 2-year ban for testing positive. So the question is, did she know what she was doing? Did she do it on purpose? So the curious thing is, she said she took the shot in July. Sierra Zanal was August, is the beginning of August. So the interesting thing is, they did test her at OCC. So will she test positive at OCC? Like, it should have gotten out of her system, and if she tests positive at OCC, that means she's basically kind of doping. So it's an interesting story. The shot, I know a lot of us probably take, a cortisone shot for something, or there's a topical. Yeah, I think David Roach was talking about a couple years ago, like they have like a topical that, babies, they put on babies, and like he could never put it on his kid because he was worried about testing positive.
He absorbed any of it.
Yeah, so he always made Megan put it on so she can test positive on it. So it is interesting. This team, Milliman, they basically, this is the second time they've tested positive at Sierra Zanal. And now that
perhaps
team,
a look at their team doctor.
Well, so the coach has basically come out and stated that, when he's talked to the team, he basically said, like, listen, you guys need to watch what you put in your bodies. He's claiming he didn't know anything about it or anything. So we don't know. You never will know. But so that team is now banned from Sierra Zanal. So they can never. So none of the runners can ever compete at that race. There's like a zero tolerance there.
Alberto Salazar didn't know anything either.
I didn't even want to get on that part. You brought it. You brought it up. So that's one of the reasons I don't like Nike, is because of Roberto Salazar. So
same.
Basically, the big thing is, like, if you're a professional athlete, you need to know what you're doing. So now the other thing is, and I was listening to it on a podcast, and I've always kind of talked about this, especially with baseball. You have all these Latin American baseball players come up here and they test positive for steroids, but they're testing positive like it's basically they're coming from nothing. It's not like they're coming like us where we grow up in the United States, and they're coming from nothing. So all they need, if they get one paycheck as a Major League Baseball player, before they ever get caught doing steroids, that basically will pay for the rest of their life, their family, and all of that. So testing positive outweighs the negatives. The negatives. So this is curious with the Kenyan runners are almost kind of the same way. Is they're basically coming from nothing, and so
well, that's
I
always
think,
the argument when people ask why are there not more Kenyans or the like in ultra running, and it's because the money's not there. There's no incentive for them to come and race
Yeah.
Western States or Badwater or something. You know, they run the major marathons and some of these other major races because, or the European ones that have money, but they're not going to run these races we find iconic for the sake of being iconic. Their
Yeah.
sole goal is to
Trying
get
to
paid.
yeah, they basically need to get paid. I think they were saying like something like I think it was Sierra Zinal. She won 13,000 euros for winning that race, plus whatever she was sponsored by Solomon. So whatever the bonus was off of that, OCC, I can't remember what she actually won. So she had a pretty good payday. Solomon canceled her contract after this all came out. So it's kind of a sad story. And she was up for Trail Runner of the Year. So we'll be interested to see. The hard part is, all the people that finished behind her, were a month after Sierra and all. So these people aren't getting the recognition that they should have
Right.
gotten at the time. So they're getting the recognition now, but it's different. It's a month afterwards.
Right, but yeah, I agree. It's like you said, if they're professional athletes, they need to know the rules. Their coaches need to know. And with everything, they can't be blind to their coaches or to their doctors. They need to have their own autonomy where they speak up for themselves. If someone is so, like with the Nike camp back in the day, the athletes were a little more trusting, and they said, no, this is legal, or that's not in here, and they come to find out it was. So they need to be able to speak out more for themselves and be their own, in charge of their body. And it's the same. It goes back to Raj at Jackpot. Wearing the wrong shoes. You have to know these things if you're a professional athlete, and it sucks and it's sad. And he learned a very, harsh lesson. And probably the same with her. And if she's good enough, she'll hopefully come back in 2 years and show everybody that she's, the athlete that we all think she is.
Yeah. All right. So that's enough on the doping. PTC Wall of Shame, we're going to call it. So they got the results up. 59 did not start. So 59 people had signed up for PTC that did not show up for the race.
This is not good, people. Not good.
And I know some of them, you can't withdraw. We start packing bags because we do pack and pick up on Wednesday. So after Wednesday, the week of, you have a hard time. So there are some people on here that did reach out. So like Justin Yonkers, Tyler, they all reached out the week of. It was too late to withdraw, but we knew they weren't showing up. But there is a lot of people on this DNS list. And you got to understand a couple of things on this. So most of these people won't be watching this show, but
tell your friends.
Those are 59 racer bags we had to stuff, and 59 bags we had to unstuff. So someone spent hours stuffing these racer bags. That's 59 people we accounted for aid stations. These aid stations were paying out of their own pocket for ice and everything else. We accounted for 59 people that they had to pay money for. So we're going to kind of scroll through it. And there's some names like I'm just very, very surprised on this list. There are a lot of people on here that have if it has 0 over on this side, that's usually they don't have an ultra sign up. So they just don't understand. It's a free race. They really didn't give a shit. Mm-hmm. And
were there still people on the wait list?
No. We had cleared the wait list. I don't even know we have a wait list anymore. So all these people, I wish we could figure out a way of getting this number down. I wish we could figure out if I was a race director and if you didn't reach out to us that you weren't coming or pulled off, I would I would ban you from the race the following year. But unfortunately, we have a board, and they're more sympathetic than I am. Or I'd make you write a 200-page essay on why. Honestly, in some of these, I keep track of people who do it year to year, and it's not. We really don't have that many repeat people from the year before. But some of these are like Desi Wilson. We mentioned on here 3 or 4 times, like, get your ass off the. We knew you weren't running.
But you can't go into Ultra Sign Up and take her off or take him off for you.
No, because if for some reason they show up. So I wish we could figure out a way of getting this number down. It's tough. So they'll watch it. So especially the ones that have a 0. I mean, you can go both ways. The ones that have an Ultra Sign Up score, you guys know you should be pulling out of there. I know it's a free race and it doesn't mean anything to you, but it's all stuff that we have to do, which was a pain in the butt. So, and if you have a 0 score, I don't know. This ain't no. You wouldn't do that in a 5K that you're paying $25 for. All right, I'm off my soapbox on that.
Yeah, if this repeats, they need to be punished.
I wrote down the repeats maybe a month or so ago, and there are a few. I know who some of the repeats are, and I would probably. I mean, if I see their names pop up again, I have the. No, I don't have the ability to pull their name off, but I don't mind shaving them. So, but I did get some calls that week.
Punishment. We're gonna.
No, like
across the internet.
Give them the wrong size shirt in their bag.
Yeah. Like Tyler Smith called me like the day before, and he was like, dude, he was so sad he couldn't make it. I'm like, dude, you spent the last week and a half in the hospital with your daughter. I'm like, don't apologize at all, man. It's, if anybody has a reason why they're not showing up for the race, you have a good enough reason. But that's it. That's my walk of shame there. Not my walk of shame, but the scroll of shame. All right, so now into the podcast. So Marty had a great podcast this week with our buddy Brian Pasante out of Colorado. He is on the western side of the range, and so he's over there in Glenwood Springs. So Brian, actually, I think the last time I saw Brian was out Run Rabbit Run when he paced me 18 hours to it. So let me know. I don't know if you guys can. I never know if you can hear this. It drives me nuts.
Barely.
No, you can't hear it. Yeah, I gotta figure this out. It's driving me nuts.
Well, the YouTube video played, like the Run Rabbit Run video. We heard sound on that. We're just not hearing sound on this. So could be.
Yeah, I don't know why it does it for some sites and it doesn't for others. So it drives me nuts. All right, so now you got to go listen to the whole thing. Episode 160, Miles with Marty, Brian Pasante. Great, Brian. We talked about Brian a couple weeks ago. He had finished the
10th
Leadville. So great coach out there. If you're ever running a mountain race and you need a coach, Brian's the one I would recommend. And he does coach a bunch of Florida runners. So Brian Pasante, great episode to watch. What else? You got anything coming up, Marty, in the pipeline?
Yep. Next in line is Emily Quesadilla and Russ with Sombrero Running to talk about Recovery Month and to talk about, that organization up there.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll look forward to that one. And then, since we were also talking about Brian had an interview with one of our favorite feet people, Dr. Tanya Olson. So this was pretty good. I don't think I've ever heard. Have you ever interviewed Tanya, Marty?
Twice or three times.
Twice.
Times, yeah.
Okay.
I'm shocked and disappointed that you don't know that.
Well, I do go back. I do go back
There
and
are
listen to
older
it,
episodes.
but I think it's been a few years. Has it been a few years?
No, well, the last one was probably less than a year ago, maybe 9 months.
No, because I've listened to every single.
No, I
I'm trying
think
to.
it was like a year ago.
It might have been a year ago.
Western States a year
Okay.
ago.
Okay, so I'm like I've listened to it, and I've been working my way through the archives.
I know the first time was right at the Western States that I went to, so that was like 23. So,
Okay.
But the second time was probably a year ago.
I got to go back because it was actually fun. It was fun listening to her talk. I mean, she's we all know she's pretty knowledgeable.
Yeah, we
so
talked for 2 hours the last time we talked. I mean, she really went into detail, not just about feet, but about PT stuff too.
yeah. So, she, I think we're spoiled in Florida because we see her all the time. But for someone outside of the state of Florida, like, it's good for them to listen. I think I got to find out if she's going to, she's always been here for the aid station for Tampa Bay 100. She's always set up here. So we love having her. I feel like we have a
when
heart.
everyone's like, why'd you spend so much time at that aid station? Well, we were all
We have
getting our
good
feet
food. Yeah. So I have a great story about last year, but we're running out of time.
It is a good story though.
So, all right, we got to get to Strava, the Strava group. So Greg Carlo still pissed me off on the climb, 10,604 feet, which is all lie. All lies. So the Stork, I got to figure out, he's still out in Colorado, so he's still getting those big vert out there.
But his
Jill
first
Potts.
sub 100 mile week.
Yeah, he must be tapering. He's tapering. So
He's tapering, yeah. Nels
yeah,
is up
Keith.
there.
Keith he's gearing up for. I think he has another 100. He sends us his workouts for the week at the beginning of the week. So he's gearing up for Chicago Marathon. Yeah, Nels did 73 last week. All right. What am I?
And I did check when I finished my week and saw Lowe was just ahead of me. And I thought I was going out again.
Lowe got 60 miles. Bobby Joe 56. Jenny Lee Allen 54. Katie Jenkins 50. Congrats. So did Katie only get one run in last week, and that was her race?
Just her race, I guess.
Yeah, I think she did 50.1 miles. Yeah. I was curious on how I was going to do on the vert side. I showed up. I'm 6, so 2,600 feet of vert.
Where's me? Right there.
No, I'm sorry.
850 feet I got. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. We talked about Tampa Bay 100.
Jeff, did you not see the Ultra Running Magazine release their monthly stats?
No. Did they put it up?
It's on their Instagram, and that's when I had looked into PTC because we were hoping we were going to make it, and we didn't because of all the DNFs and everything. But
yeah, I got to go back and look because I'll see it. Oh, you know what? I stayed off Facebook the last day, so I didn't want to be on Facebook today. So
well,
I probably
only saw
missed
it because Meg Eckhart shared she had the top 100K run of August with Habanero 100, 9 hours 43. So she shared it in her story. That's how I learned about it.
I always love that stuff too. So I'll see if I can get it.
We'll get everything and we'll show them to you guys next week.
Yeah, I forgot on that. I think that's kind of it. Don't forget the Florida 48. Don't forget to sign up. So we're excited. This is going to be a fun event. You really don't want to miss out on it. And if you ran PTC, we got a discount code PTC10 that gives you 10% off. So anybody
if
that
you
ran,
didn't run PTC and you want to, Nels Matson is hosting a group run there this weekend on Sunday starting at 6 a.m. to run the full out and back, or 25 and a half miles up and 25 and a half miles back.
On where?
On the Pinellas Trail. He's doing it on Sunday.
What?
Yeah, it's on. He invited me personally, but
Damn you, Nels.
he posted it on. It's because it's for Chris Campbell's 51st birthday.
Campbell's Call.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta reach out to Nels.
It's on the Fur Facebook page if you want more information, or you want to join him. He'll send you a link to where they're at if you want to join them later in the day.
Damn you, Nels. Okay, I can reach out to Nels then. So yeah, I would love to do a long run. Yeah, I'm gonna text him in a second. Nope. Okay. All right. So I think that's kind of it. So
That's it.
I have 2 shout outs I would like to give for things coming up.
Yep.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
So, Marty, you go. Let's hear it.
One is there's a race coming up. I think it may be the same day as Tampa, but if you're not running Tampa, crewing or watching it, well, you can go up there and watch it with us. It's the Azalea race up there, November 1st, I believe it is, up there in Palatka, Revenge Park. I mean, that dude, he's a really good guy, and it's an awesome race. Our friend Mike times it, and it's a timed race. And the one year I was there, it was freaking pouring raining the whole time, so I hated it. But it's really a good race. Support that dude. He deserves to have the support. He's trying to get to 50 runners so he won't have to cancel. So he can support that. And then last but not least, our friends Leo and Michael down in the Jupiter area or Vero Beach area are putting on. I don't know if they're putting it on, but they reached out to me. We're going to do an interview next week for them for the podcast. But they have that TEDx Vero Beach with some really good speakers.
Yeah, that looks good.
It's November 2nd. And they got Bob Becker, Harvey Lewis, Laz, Mike Melton, Sandy V. It's going to be a list of rock stars there.
And what date? What's the date on that again?
November 2nd,
November
2 to
2nd,
6
so.
p.m.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about Azalea last week that they were trying to get the runners up there. So, we spotlighted them. I don't know if it made a difference. Yeah, Whitson Fletcher. Yep. So, what's funny is he popped up on Facebook like people you should be friends with. He popped up all week long because we were talking about it. Yeah.
Facebook's listening.
They're listening. So that's funny. So, all right. I think that's it. So I can't think of anything else we have on here. So, for a race that had, for a week that had not many races, we're pretty well winded, the three of us, on talking about things.
Yeah. And remember, if you guys have anything you want to share with us, let us know. Tell us what you want to hear.
Yeah,
let us praise you.
Yep, race directors. You want us to talk about your race? Please reach out to us. So we'd love to talk about your races. So help you get some runners there. So, all right. So thank you. We'll see you guys next week. Good luck running at your races. Good luck.